I don't have any complaints today, guys. I'm out. I'm
Woo!
done. I'm done.
It's a first.
Becca, don't look so surprised.
We're all cheering. She's as happy as I am.
Shocked.
It is hot, but it's what it's expected in June, mid-June.
That's right.
By June standards, today's going to be pretty nice. Yeah.
It's look, I
You're
can't.
not wrong.
You
complain.
like pretty nice.
I like pretty nice.
Yeah.
Pretty nice is
I
pretty
wouldn't
cool.
go as far as to say delightful, but it feels
Well,
better.
Beggars can't be choosers. We'll take pretty nice.
Right. It is a non-complaint day from Nick Sturtevant.
Wow.
That
Would you say it's an A plus?
says something.
I would say it's a A minus.
Okay.
A minus.
Okay.
We need to have like a graphic of like my face on Chris's pick of the week, or like I should
Chris
have my
mentioned
own.
this morning that he's like, if there's PNGs out there, if your face on it, and I'll make a graphic with you on it. So now you got to tell him. You
I'm
want
gonna
the
tell
Nick
him.
Sturtevant
Wow.
grade,
Nick's
grade of approval.
great.
I like that.
I can't say pick of the week because that's Chris's
That's
thing.
Chris's thing.
I'm gonna come up with a clever name, and
Okay.
we're gonna get on it, Becca.
Sounds good. Yeah. Well, today's going to be great.
Okay.
Any outdoor activities, definitely keep them. We'll have a mix of sunshine and clouds, and those dew points have come down a lot. It's still a little bit humid out there, but compared to the next 5 days, this is definitely going to be the pick. Live like outside across the Carolinas, you can see from our Mr. Sparky Carolina Cam Network, a mix of sunshine and clouds. Some areas dealing with a couple of puffy cumulus clouds out there. Certainly not going to be putting a damper on this Wednesday afternoon, but temperatures are definitely responding to that sunshine. It is going to be a very seasonable day ahead. Outside currently over towards Lake Norman, 84, 82 in Statesville, 82 in Lincoln, up to around 76 in Boone, and 73 out the door over at Jefferson. But factoring the heat index value, what it actually feels like as you step outdoors, definitely starting to get a little bit sticky for our most southern counties. That is over towards Chirac, feeling more like 90, feeling like 88 in Rockingham, but only feeling like 85 here in Charlotte. And that is thanks to some slightly drier air that is really set up from the mountains all the way into the metro area. Got a couple of thunderstorms right now that are alongside this cold front that continues to push across the Carolinas. And alongside this cold front is where we're going to have the potential to see a couple of isolated thunderstorms. But you'll notice it's really only for our most southern and our most eastern counties. It's really just going to be a dry and pretty quiet day from the mountains all the way into the Piedmont. So timing this out for you, again, an isolated chance for a thunderstorm, especially over towards Rockingham and Chesterfield County. And this will fizzle out pretty quickly as we lose that daytime heating later on tonight. By the time we get to Thursday, we've got more tropical air that's headed up our way. And this is what's going to produce the typical summertime-like storms that we see for this time of year. Hit or miss scattered activity starting through the afternoon hours, could even linger into early Friday morning. And that is going to be the picture from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all the way into Monday. So something that we will definitely have to get used to. Here's our setup with that. Stationary front eventually pushes off to the south. You can see that high pressure system sitting above us now, and that's what's providing some of that slightly drier air across the area. That's going to go away quickly as this Bermuda high pressure system, this is east of the Carolinas, and this is what's going to bring the warm and tropical air across the southeast and the Carolinas. That Bermuda high is a staple of the summer, and it's what's going to bring us all of that moisture as we head into Thursday and Friday, even in that tropical range as we approach this weekend from the Charlotte area all the way down into the coast, with those dew points basically Thursday into Monday in the lower 70s. That is muggy air, the air that you can wear. But you can see today, dew point of 64. We're going to take advantage of this nice weather for sure. Today's high is 88, but it's going to feel more like 90. But by the time we get into tomorrow through the weekend, that's when those peak heat index values start to creep up into the middle 90s, definitely more in that uncomfortable range. For today, mix of sunshine and clouds across the metro. Any evening plans around 9 o'clock will be dropping into the lower 80s. UV index, no shocker, it's a 9, very high. That has burn time about 20 minutes, so don't skip out on that sunscreen. hat and definitely find some shady spots if you're out and about today. The last 5 days have featured nothing but high temperatures in the middle to upper 80s, but peaking this past Saturday, 91. And while the next 5 days, you'll notice the actual temperatures are in the middle to upper 80s, it's going to be feeling more like the middle 90s out there with daily storm chances in the forecast, scattered hit or miss activity Thursday all the way through early next week. This is not going to be a washout by any means, but any pop-up thunderstorm that develop could pack a punch in terms of heavy rainfall, lightning, and some gusty winds. So if you do have any weekend plans or even outdoor plans, it is Father's Day weekend, of course, happening on Sunday. Know that there is going to be a storm risk, so just keep an eye on the radar. High temperatures will be in the upper 80s for the weekend. Should be a warm one in this 7-day forecast. What we're going to be dealing with other than today is the heat, humidity, and daily storm chances in the forecast. That's why we're going to take advantage of today's nice weather. Still on the hotter side, but not as hot as it's going to feel like in the next coming days. Tropical humidity is what we're going to be looking at.
I got a name. Nick's Pick.
Nick's Pick.
There you go. It's
That's
short
really
and simple.
good.
Nick's Pick.
I like that.
Today
That's
is
really
Nick's
good.
Pick. Now this week, simple.
Sweet, to the point.
Now the next 6 days, not my picks. But
Nick's ick.
Nick's Ick.
Good
Nick's.
job,
Okay, there we go.
Becca.
We have a we have a new segment.
system.
Trademark it. Yes.
Nick's Pick and Nick's Ick. Man, so we have to come up with two different sort of
Oh, I like
graphics.
that. Okay.
Okay. Like you have to do a big thumbs up with a smile and then
Then
two
a
thumbs
thumbs
down.
down. Yeah. I like that.
Hold on, let me.
Yep. That's it.
There you go. Becca will be back in the next hour. Thank you,
Yes,
Becca, for your time.
of course.
Nick's Pick. It has a ring to it.
It does have a
Carmen.
ring.
Hey,
It has a
Nick's
good ring
Ick.
to it.